Today, we'll hear statements by the honourable members for the District of Torngat Mountains, Conception Bay South, Exploits, Fairyland, Fogo Island and Cape Frills, and with leave, Arbor Grace, Portagrave, also with leave, Mount Pearl North, and Conception Bay, East Bell Highland with leave. The Honourable, the member for Torngat Mountains.
Thank you, Speaker. Names Julius Dicker leads with his heart. His strength and courage come from a place of caring. Everybody respects and loves him. Julius, known to many as Joe, is a true advocate, always standing up for the people of Nain and Labrador Inuit. First elected Vice President of the Labrador Inuit Association, LIA, in 1986, serving 2 terms until 1995. In 1987, he stepped up as acting president, and again in 1994. During his term, young Joe showed honesty and integrity, instilling a belief that you could trust him to help. I was fortunate to know Joe during this time. He has been a role model for me. Nainimut understand Joe was the right person to lead their community into the future. They elected him in 2014 as Ayukak of Nain, again in 2018 and 2022. With a year left in his term, Joe recently stepped down for medical reasons. I asked the other Inuit community government Ayukak for a few words. They spoke of his commitment to Nain, how he always calls asking how their community is doing. Do they need anything? But their first words to me were about Joe's lifelong commitment and love for his wife and his family. So please join me in thanking Joe for his contribution to his people and a return to good health.
The Honourable, the member for Conception Bay South.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, I'd like to extend congratulations to the CBS Kiwanis Minor Baseball Association for being selected as recipient of the Jays Care Foundation Field of Dreams grant for 2025, which is in excess of $100,000. On May 4th, Sportsnet Blue Jays Central announced that the Jays Care Foundation, the charitable arm of the Toronto Blue Jays, has committed to over $1.5 million in infrastructure investments to build and refurbish baseball diamonds in communities across Canada and through its Field of Dreams program. The Jim Crosby Field, home to the CBS Kiwanis Minor Baseball, located in Conception Bay South, is one of 15 organizations in Canada chosen to receive this funding. The Jays Care Field of Dreams project aims to create safe and inclusive spaces, enhance and refurbish local baseball diamonds, and promote the growth of the game of baseball throughout Canada. This initiative will transform Jim Crosby Field and Stoney Baseball Park into an inclusive baseball hub for the town of Conception Bay South. I ask all honourable members to join me in congratulating the CBS Kiwanis Minor Baseball Association, the athletes, coaches, and everyone involved in the process. The funding will make a huge difference to both baseball community and the town of Conception Bay South. Well done. Thank you.
The Honourable, the member for Exploits.
Thank you, Speaker. Today I would like to recognize Kyle Morgan of Bishops Falls. Born on November 23, 1999, at 2 days old, he was transported from Grand Falls, Windsor to the Janeway, then to the IWK Hospital in Halifax to undergo an 8.5-hour open-heart surgery. Kyle was diagnosed with DeGeorge syndrome, which is a rare genetic disorder. At age 7, he started playing the accordion and is considered one of the best in Newfoundland and Labrador. Now at age 26, he has entertained many people throughout our region with his impersonation of Elvis Presley and Jimi Hendrix. He had also the opportunity of performing with well-known talents such as Buddy What's-His-Name. He is a man of multiple musical talents. Speaker, I would like for all members of the House of Assembly to join me in recognizing Kyle for his continued entertainment and success in future endeavours. Thank you, Speaker.
The Honourable, the member for Fairyland.
Thank you, Speaker. I rise in this House today to congratulate Sowing Seeds growing community. In the spring of 2024, Goulds Recreation, Goulds Lions Club, Kilbride de Fairland Family Resource Coalition, St. Kevin's Food Bank, St. Kevin's Roman Catholic Church, St. Paul's Anglican Church, and Amy Williams, an Oceanwise alumna, began a shared vision of providing produce for those in need and promote food sustainability. During the summer and fall of 2024, Sowing Seeds growing community distributed St. Kevin's Community Food Bank, 1,900 pounds of potatoes, carrots and turnips, plus peppers, lettuce, tomato and zucchini. The Gathering Place, 550 pounds of carrots and turnips. Choices for Youth, 150 pounds of potatoes plus 1 crate of carrots. Community Food Sharing Association, 800 pounds of potatoes plus 4 crates of small potato, carrots and turnips. This produce will be a part of over 10,000 meals for less fortunate in our local communities. This project was funded by the Goulds Lion Club, the Province of Newfoundland and Labrador Community Programs, and the Anglican Foundation of Canada. The land was provided by the Anglican Diocese of Newfoundland and Labrador, and tractor and ploughing services were provided by Mr. Bobby Searle. Congratulations, and may 2025 be an even more prosperous season. Thank you.
The Honourable the Member for Fogo Highland, Cape Frills.
Thank you, Speaker. I rise today to acknowledge the contribution made by the Robinson family in Lumsden. The Robinson family's presence in Lumsden dates back several generations. James Robbins, born in 1878 in Cat Harbour and later moved to Lumsden North. James was a pivotal figure in the community and his legacy continues. His entrepreneurial spirit was strong and it has followed through the family lineage. This is evident in many businesses the family has started, grown and seen flourish over the years. For 3 generations, the family had operated business as varied as a salmon cannery, a cod liver oil business, a grocery store, and a trucking business. The grocery store and trucking business is still in operation today and continues to grow and prosper, providing much needed work for the people in the area. The newest venture, Kevin's Corner, a small restaurant where you can enjoy a delicious meal and enjoy the local history through the pictures on the walls. Both Robinson's Clover Farm and Robinson's Trucking Limited exemplify the vital role family-owned business plays in sustaining and enriching the fabric of small rural communities like Lumsden. Their dedication to service and community ensures they remain cherished pillars in the region. Thank you for your contribution and years of service to the residents of Lumsden and surrounding areas.
The Honourable Member for Arbor Grace, Portagrave, with leave. Does the member have leave? Leave is granted.
Thank you, Speaker. I rise today to proudly recognize my friend and constituent, Jacob Lewis of Butlerville. Jacob has quickly become a household name across our great province, and to those who have been tuning in to this season's episodes of Canada's Got Talent. Jacob is an oil and gas worker in Newfoundland's offshore, but with a wife and 2 young boys at home in Bay Roberts, Jacob decided it was time for a career change, for him to be closer to his twin boys, Luke and Levi, and his wife, Sam. His journey started when he surprised his wife by entering the contest to try out for the show this past October. And little did they know, he would go all the way, winning the hearts of celebrity judge superstar Shania Twain and the many friends and fans who tuned in to watch his musical performances. Jacob has always been a genuine and humble person. He loves his family. He's a great hockey player as well, as he played for the Conception Bay Seabees senior hockey. But it was his performance of Tina Turner's hit Simply the Best that scored his biggest goal, the grand prize of $1 million, just last evening on the season finale. A heartfelt thank you to everyone who took the time to vote to support Jacob on this exciting journey. A big congratulations to him and his family. And Jacob, you're simply the best. Thank you, Speaker.
The Honourable Member Mount Pearl North with leave. Does the member have leave? Leave is granted.
Thank you, Speaker. Our city is full of remarkable youth, and Courtney Abbott and Emma Fogwell are two shining examples as Mount Pearl Youth of the Year. They represent the young people of our community with respect, dedication, and commitment. They have attended city events such as Frosty Festival, City Days, dances, social events, and so many other things. They just don't attend events. They roll up their sleeves and make a difference. They are both graduates of O'Donnell High and have both just completed their first year at Memorial University. And they were both featured in this week's issue of the Pearl newspaper. For Courtney and Eamon, thank you for what you have done. You have been outstanding ambassadors for Mount Pearl Youth, and I am so proud of you both. I have no doubt you will continue to do incredible things in our community. Our future is brighter with leaders like you. The next Focus on Youth Awards will take place tonight, Wednesday, May 14th, and while we will welcome 2 new Youth of the Year, we will always be grateful for the impact that you both have made on our community. Speaker, I ask all members to join me in wishing them both success in their future. Thank you.
The Honourable Member of Conception Bay, East Bell Island with leave. Does the member have leave? Leave is granted.
Speaker, I rise today in this honourable House with a heavy heart but immense pride to honour the life and legacy of a remarkable Newfoundlander and Labradorian Fire Chief Jim Pendergast of Bell Island. Chief Pendergast dedicated an incredible 50 years of service to the Wabana Volunteer Fire Department. For 27 of those remarkable years, Speaker, he served as the chief. Jim also worked for the town of Wabana for an incredible 52 years, and he worked right up until last Thursday, the day before he passed away. Throughout his decades of service, Chief Pendergast was a leader, a mentor to fellow firefighters, a source of strength and comfort to families in times of crisis, and a true pillar of the Wabana community. A few months ago, Speaker, I was honoured to present Chief Pendergast with a 75th Confederation Anniversary Medal. It was a private ceremony in his house with just a few members of his family and one other firefighter. He was not one for fanfare. He didn't want all the credit, but he certainly deserved it. His legacy is forever etched in the hearts of those he helped, protected, and inspired. Bell Island has lost a hero, and Newfoundland and Labrador has lost one of its finest public servants. On behalf of this honourable House, I extend our deepest condolences to the Pendergast family, his wife of 52 years, Eileen, who is here, his children, his grandchildren, his great-grandchildren, and some of the members of the Wabana Volunteer Fire Department. May he rest in peace.